The Los Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Trojans will kick it off to get us underway. He'll call for the fair catch here. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown. When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That is a great example of the D-line playing with tremendous awareness. That player knew he was not going to get to the quarterback. Wasn't going to sack him. So he slowed himself down, got under control, located the quarterback, and then got his big paws in the air to knock it away.
Leaves it with the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 45. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The Bulls are on the move. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. A run for the quarterback. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Into the house. Touchdown, South Florida.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored the touchdown. That was big time.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Line gets set, 1st down. He wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations of USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
Grabs it in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Going up top on 1st down. Snags it over the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
He'll keep it himself. And it's sucked out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. It's great to have a running threat at quarterback, but he's got to take care of the ball once he gets into traffic, and he didn't there.
He does, Reese, and he's a guy that is going to get a lot of opportunities to carry the football in this game because of the speed and because of his open field running ability, but you're right. You've got to be better with your ball security. This defense, when they see the quarterback running, they start getting excited. That's a guy they feel they can rip the ball away from. They did right there.
Trying the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Looking downfield, it's Baker. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of a first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw and pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
A first down for the offense.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, South Florida 7, USC 0.
The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on second down for this offense. On the move. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Fast motion from the offense. Calls his own number. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Trying to pound it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on third and goal. He'll take it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got fourth down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on it.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
This Trojan Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Finds his tight end. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. And the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He rifles one deep down the right side. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past, and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
This offense has a 2nd down play. They'll run play action. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Fires to the middle. He's got it.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Trying to pound it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He got it! And he They'll try to tack on one more. Splits those uprights right in half. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think...
Hit the afterburners, kid. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Looking to throw, it's Baker. Gets it out fast. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Second down. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
You gotta love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave it the completion, whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long, you're gonna get the ball back, go get some water and celebrate.
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, USA.
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They kept that drive alive, but still ground to cover here on 1st down. Now from inside the red zone. Catch in the middle. It's Lockett. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Wants to throw on second down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bulls will kick it off to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Makes a move. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Baker. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. And the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get in the space and make the big game.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Quarterback checking off. He's looking to throw it. Quick strike complete. Hey, that's a live ball. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, you dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave.
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to get it through the air. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking for space, it's Peterson. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Hand off from the shotgun. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Trying play action. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. They've got the lead here in the fourth. Ready to try the point after. Oh, they blocked the extra point. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. They marched 72 yards, and they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. So they had the blocked extra point, had to settle for 6, and they hope the kickoff goes a little smoother. Fair catch called for and made. Ready to send the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Little touch pass to the receiver. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. The give to the left. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
The Bulls will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's going to pass. The short hands, it's Lockett. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this. And be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself opening. Nice job between those two.
And the Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's high. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dot. But it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to move it through the air. He'll pull it down. And he gets down on the slide, and that's not the only thing down. There's a penalty marker on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Snaps it in the shotgun. Trying to get to it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. He's going to pass on 2nd down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards, and pick them up and put it down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping me.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Gets it out quickly. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Got his man quickly. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. He's looking to throw. Buying some time. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you've got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked up.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He caught it! He threw that one with some...
Complete.
This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulls.
Man, that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ballgame.
And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the fourth. He'll bring it out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the right. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
It's really hard to dial up big completions vertically down the field. At this juncture in the game, it's the fourth quarter, and the defense is playing with extra DBs on the field. They know you're going to throw it. Ball falls incomplete.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He wants a big play here late. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. He's taking a deep shot. veers into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.